Okay, we're going to be watching Vortex, who's going to be playing Rhine. This is Masters 5 on PC. It's very rare and nice to see a Rhine main on in Masters, in fact, especially on PC. That's what they said. Just hit Masters 5. I have almost over 200 hours on Rhine, but I feel like I'm AFK in all my matches. Every round I just get carried by my DPS, who has doubled my kills. This code an example of that. We won by no impact on the game. If I try to be aggressive, I just get focused and deleted. I really have no idea what to do. So I think you're selling yourself short. Number one, I think if you are masters, especially like sounds like mostly one-tricking Rhine, I think you are very good at playing Rhine. It seems very unlikely to me that you don't know what you're doing, or that you are just carrying, or rather, your DPS are carrying you every single game. Like you got to Masters 5 somehow, right? Unless you grouped with others who brought you there, you probably are quite good at Rhine. I think it's very unlikely that this game is going to show you being very bad at Rhine. It's possible that you have good like subconscious instinct and you're not actively realizing like what you do right or wrong, but yeah, I mean, I think you're being way too hard on yourself. Either way, let's watch. I would also say is that I think losses are pretty much always better than wins to review. So again, I tell people it's a shame because they post a win, they get feedback on it, but probably if you post another soon after, you're not gonna get nearly as much interest. And I think that people should almost always pick losses over wins. Also, it's very unusual that you're also facing off against the Rhine here. So you do this correctly where you're like, okay, I gotta clear high ground. I think you should have chilled here a little bit. You're rushing, right? So you getting up the stairs isn't gonna change this any faster because you're gonna get too low to be able to clear them off high ground unless you preserved your health. Instead, I would have waited here, slowed down a little bit, and then shielded because you charged up, which is why you're so far ahead of your team, and gotten your Ana up safely. Because your Ana, realistically, should die here. You see how she grenades herself instinctively? Because she expects to die here. So I think that's a mistake. But you don't get punished for it, but just donate. You're up top. You push them off. Great. I wouldn't have done that fire strike. Oh, actually, I don't know if University was there. But either way, I think it's like a low percentage. You really want to save your charges, especially Rhine versus Rhine. The better Rhine will farm shatter faster, and missing a fire strike is a big deal, a really big deal. So taking a wide length angle, I agree with this. Yep, you try to go for the kill on Cassidy, understandable, that's fine. So I think you need to chill for a second and like try to figure out like what's going on here, because you notice that you're not getting healed for a long period of time, and I think you need to give your Ana a chance to heal you up further. I also think you should be looking for an opportunity to do the melee fire strike cancel on the Rhine, right? I think it's a really good way to get bonus damage in and guarantees that you're going to land the hit. So, for example, I think this fire strike's fine, right? Possible high value fire strike. I think your aim was off, but understandable. So when you come up again, right here I'd fire strike and send it straight down this way. And you guarantee to get one hit on the Rhine, possibly more. That step forward, I think you knew this, is bad. So you can't think that there's any chance you'll take the point right now, okay? Everyone has way too many resources, too much health, okay? Your team isn't really set up. You have to keep playing this corner and play the attrition game for a while, probably to farm shatter, or if your DPS get a pick, okay? But you step forward just a little bit too much, see right there? And then you could have died for that right away. And you immediately realize it, and then that allows the Rhine to get 2 more swings on you, which is unfortunate. And you notice right now their Rhine's at 37% ult charge and you're at 29, so you're losing the ult charge race. So you chill. So this is an interesting call. You're at half health and you decide to go past the Rhine. I think this is crazy. If the soldier was not looking to the left, I think you die here. So, I don't even know why the soldier is shooting this turret. I think the soldier's trying to look for a flank. It's like, oh, I'll kill the turret. But, like, honestly, if the soldier's played normal, I think you just die here. I don't know if you realize the soldier wasn't going to peek you. Because, like, the soldier's right here. You see the soldier, like, take cover to the right, but I would have assumed he would have re-peeked this. So, I think this is too aggressive. I think you just had to chill. Anyway, Ryan ends up dying. Definitely should not have thrown this fire strike. You're way too close to death. All you need to do is hold the shield here and you win the fight, right? If you don't, you could have died in this fire strike if you land headshots, and if they do, then there's a possibility they could have turned the fight around. Unlikely, but possible, right? Holding shield here is the right call. It's fine. Yep, pretty regular. Oh my god, you can't eat both these fire strikes. Like, that one I understand. This one is crazy that you eat this one. So their Ryan's at 81, you're still at 67. So their Ryan lost the fight, and he's ahead of you for ult charge. You go after this Ryan for some reason, which is interesting because if you're going for here, if you think that you have the advantage, you should have gone to the left, right? So if the Ryan tries to charge out, you counter charge, and he dies here. So this feels like a micro error that could have actually made a really big difference. You know, like you easily could have gone to the left there and stopped that Ryan from escaping. You take high ground, which is the right call. So for this fire strike, this is like a very micro detail, but I don't want to send the fire strike this way because there's almost no chance I'm going to get a second hit. I want to step slightly to the right and send the fire strike this way. That way it'll hit anybody coming up the stairs or slow them from coming up the stairs. And again, like, if you just give yourself another fraction of a second, you could have gotten that off without getting a swing range. You have to be very, very careful here. Again, you should recognize you are not in charge right now, okay? You have an Ana on a cart, you have a Torb on a cart, there's only 3 of you up here, their whole team is respawned. You want to slow the fight down. You stepping forward is speeding this fight up, and you're going to be fighting 5-on-3. So I do not understand why this Ryan is not just swinging and killing you. If I'm here, I do not stop swinging. There's no reason for me to stop swinging right now, and you just die. I think this is a big mistake. And the Ryan is playing very defensively for no reason. Like, I know there's a jump grab, but the jump grab's not enough to stop you. I do not think I agree with dropping high ground right now. So you still have plenty of shield, right? 65. I think you stay up here, use your junk, right, to maybe potentially get a kill and then drop when you need to. I think this drop is too early. No point looking at the Ryan, right? Just go back to your Ana. You see how you're not coming back in time, so your Ana's forced to use a nade at you because she gets nervous. Right? You get stuck on the street side, and then she throws nade, and now she doesn't have a nade for the next, like, 14 seconds. Right? 10 seconds, whatever it is. Yeah, just like a bunch of micro errors that I think is really easy to clean up. Just thinking of your team more. Yeah, those railings don't die. I'm surprised because, like, I feel like if you have this many hours, I'm surprised you did not know that about Blizzard World. I think this fire strike is useless. I wouldn't have bothered right there. Again, I'm sure you'll get a better opportunity soon. So during this rotation, all of your low ground has died. And going back, like, would you have known this is going to happen? I think it's reasonable. I think it's unfortunate. This is why I wanted to stay high ground longer. So you would have heard that Ryan drop in that fire strike. So this charge is a mistake. You should have come back right away and help contest the cart. Once you heard the Ryan drop, you should have just gotten low ground. Because you can't do anything up here by yourself anyway. It's like, what's the point? Like, imagine they'd stay high. Imagine they had all stayed high ground, and then you came from here. Like, you're not gonna do anything. Like, they're gonna immediately break your shield and force you back. That part's like fine. Don't miss that fire strike. You're getting super low. Yeah. Very lucky to land that charge. There's no reason why you should have. Can't keep missing these fire strikes at close range against a Rhine. So you either recognize you're down a lot right now. You have 2 supports and you have no DPS. So if you're gonna make a play here, this is a massive mistake. So, as a reminder, never jump before shatter because it actually increases the amount of time because you don't shatter until you hit the ground. So this is a big mistake. Big mistake, right? Easy block for him. Now you go in anyway, despite the fact that you're actually very outnumbered. You're lucky to get this pin, but we'll take it, and then you die. But who cares? Because you wasted shatter for nothing. All you did was stagger yourself. You should have just gotten out there. Take high ground, which is the right call. Ryan's playing low. I would not chase after the Ryan right now. First, I would confirm high ground is taken. Then, after you kill everyone in the backline, then go kill the Ryan. Don't rush this. You know? It would have been way more valuable for you to drop, for example, here and pressure the Ana, right? Or go after the soldier and make sure to peel the soldier before going after the Ryan. The Ryan's not hurting anybody. You know? He's giving no value to his team until you get near him, and then he can do something. So, it's, I think, a mistake. See? Soldier just visored and killed everybody. So, Soldier got rezzed here, which you knew about. You would have heard / seen the res happen. Okay, if you've been here with the team, you could have just visored or shielded right here, shielded off the whole visor, and your Junkrat would have killed him. Big mistake. This is insane. I can't believe you didn't get slept there. Okay, this is very, very lucky. I don't know how the Ana does not. She doesn't. Oh, she doesn't have sleep. That's why. I don't know if you knew that though when you did this. I can't believe you're pushing right now. Right? This is like a 1-on-3 with your Ana being so far back. Yeah, if you knew that she didn't have sleep, I think this is a good play. If you didn't, then I think this is a really bad play, which results in you just feeding. Anyway, so also for some reason you cancel the charge. I think maybe to try to shield sleep, but at that point you were so close that you might as well land it. So on this swing to the right, you should have moved your camera further to the left to get the hit on the Mercy, because I think you would have gotten her if you swung. Kill the Ana. So you had the opportunity while walking to that soldier right here to start the fire strike, and then hammer after if you miss it. So again, with better mechanics, you would have killed that soldier before you had to hold. Yep, sail west of this is fine. Oh my god, you nearly died there. So don't let the Rein just swing at you for free. I think that's like probably Rein 101. Like this is really bad. Okay, either figure out, it's like either I have to get way out because I don't have advantage, or I have advantage and then I can fight this. And right now you actually have advantage because you have your Ana pocketing you and the Torb is shooting. So you should be swinging right now, not doing this. Oh my god. I think just take the easy fights, right? Why go after trying to get the Cassidy in open space versus just playing back in the cart and just kill this Rein? You know, it's 3-on-2 right now, and the Rein has no healing. Like, you should understand, the Rein has nobody to heal him right now. Just kill the Rein. Yeah, so you're really not adding any value right now. You saw the soldier get bumped. I think it's actually a reasonable charge opportunity to try to get him after this, but you drop back to low ground. You get slept. Yeah, your DPS are absolutely counting you. Alright, we'll take it. Like, I don't think you're bad by any means, but you're not doing all that well in this tank. Oh boy, that's really bad. So this is very obvious. You hear the soldier, you see the soldier flanking left, you hear the soldier flanking left. You can see on your screen that your Mercy is retreating. You should step forward right now and put shield up. Like, you react way too slowly on this. You had so much time to do something about that soldier. So you should recognize, oh, okay, this is crazy. What is this soldier doing? This is even bonkers. What the hell? Okay, so you charge into 4 people right here. I assume you have like you're thinking that you're gonna use Shatter to make a play, but there's nobody here. So this is a 5-on-1. You do a solo Shatter. Oh god. What the heck is this? All right. I don't know if you're queued with people or not, but this is like very bizarre to see this in Masters. Okay, so what obviously you going in here is really bad, okay? Because you end up getting caught up into this like 5-on-1 situation because you charge into the middle of the enemy team and then get absolutely melted. So all you had to do here, especially when you saw your Mercy die, your Mercy and Junk are both dead. Just go back. Like, literally just go back. Just chill, right? Get the cart to this corner and just play back. And play this corner. If they push it, then back up one more corner. This is like Tank 101 here. Like, there's no reason to have gone here. Especially when you realize there was a Bastion in the game. Alright, so something's wonky's going on in your back line. You should, you know, be like, oh, what's happening? Oh, Junk's dead. There's not much you can do about this. That's fine. Yeah. Barely missed it. That's okay. That's as soon as I turn this corner and I see this, I know he's gonna fire strike me. And you should just not push this corner anymore, right? So remember, you're 1 down. Okay, because your Junkrat just spawned, because you saw the Junkrat die. So right now you're fighting a 5-on-4, but there's a purple on the Bastion, which is nice. You're very lucky to not die there. I'm surprised the Bastion doesn't kill you. Yeah, very, very, very lucky to not die there. If you're ahead by 1, you don't block the shatter, which you should have been thinking about the whole time. That's a bad charge. Even if you charge him, charge is so little damage now, it's like not really worth it. Against like a nanoed Rein, you're only gonna do like 125 damage. Who cares? It's not a big deal. I think I probably would have just waited and then shattered instead, right? Or just pushed backline right away. Yeah, I mean right here, honestly, I would have shattered right now, because I know he's gonna swing, right? Nano Ryans don't walk up and shield you, so I would have shattered right there to hit the Ana. So purple, good call backing out right now. Junkrat's in though. You gotta help your junk. Your junk gets nanoed. Yeah, your junk gets nanoed right now. You should be pushing and shielding. Yeah, even just holding shield is fine. Okay, shield breaks. Unfortunate. All right, you're down. All your supports should just die right now. Nope, this is a mistake. Yeah, you should have just walked forward and died. So you should understand you're ahead by shatter. You should be ahead more. The Rein is way better at farming shatter than you are. Right, your Rein just shattered in previous fights, already back up to 50%, and you're still at 65. I think it's okay to go over here to peel the Widow. When she's aiming at you, I would just hold shield and walk towards her. Alright, you lost 2, we gotta regroup. Oh, you die here? What the heck? How do you die here? Does he bounce it behind you? Yeah, I mean, I guess you're gonna die there no matter what. Even you were trying to shield hop to get out. So once again, at close range with Rein, swing and then fire strike, because then you get an extra 85 damage for what 0.1, 0.2 seconds more time. It's much more efficient than doing this where you open a fire strike. Okay, you have shatter right now, so you're actually the same shatter, like the same ult timing as the other Rein, but I wouldn't typically know that, and I would not expect it, because the Rein shattered in the previous fight, and I have not shattered yet. So, and I was at 50% when the Rein shattered. So, I would think that I'm way ahead in shatter, but because you're so bad at farming shatter, their Rein is actually matched up with you. But regardless, I think the correct instinct here is to shatter as soon as possible. As soon as you can land it, get it. That's not going to work. Even if you're on the cart, this wouldn't have worked. So, because there's 2 levels to the cart, you just would have bumped the Bastion forwards. He would not have been vacuumed in, I'm pretty sure, and end up being a pin. You had to get onto his level on the top and then charge to make this work. You're just trying way too hard to be like Trixie, I guess. Like, just stick with the simple fundamentals, right? Just blow up the Rein, right? Win the Rein 1v1, then like look for opportunities to shatter and use that as the opportunity. Don't worry about like, oh, I gotta go over here and go charge the Bastion. Like, either way, the Bastion tank form is almost gone regardless. So who cares? Like, I don't need to kill him right now. See? He doesn't even have tank form. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Alright, so Shatter's coming. You don't reach Shatter at all. And then you die. And of course, you still haven't gotten an opportunity to use your Shatter, even though I think you had opportunities. Again, if you just swing at this Rein, right? Just swing. Right here, you could Shatter. Right? Right here, you could look for a Shatter too, because the Rein's like obviously gonna chase you. Right? You could have stepped up right now and shattered. Like, you have a lot of options to shatter here. This sleep's fine. Who cares? Doesn't really matter. Like, loses you a few seconds. Okay, again, like this thing where you're just not doing the Rein versus Rein well. So you walk up here and then you put shield, which just allows him to hit you, right? That's 1, that's 2, right? So that's 2 swings, and what did you get out of it? Nothing. You didn't even need to hold shield there. You could just swung right back, right? Matching swing for swing is so important as Rein, right? Going up even 1 swing is really good as Rein. Going up 2 swings is nuts, and you're just getting diffed. Okay, so I don't know if you knew that Ana didn't have sleep yet, because she wouldn't have sleep because she slept you earlier when going through the choke. But if you did, that's a good play. If you didn't, this is a bad play. You get slept. Fine. You know, what is what it is. So you saw that injured Bastion coming up who's purple. Right? Fire strike. Just fire strike straight through here. Bam. Got it. Alright. Your team ends up getting the kill, luckily. You should look for Shatter right away. Like right now. Close range shatters are like almost impossible to stop. Right? You see swinging. Right. get it. He is a fool for not expecting Shatter to be here because he's using Shatter basically the whole game. What just happened to the card? Oh man. Okay. Well, that's not your fault. Obviously, nothing you could have done about that. That's not on you to be on the card in that situation. So, I think you want to be fire striking here, right? Getting all the fire strike opportunities that you can. So I think you're playing pretty far forward right now, and I confirm that your team can see you, which is not the case. Right? You should have looked back and be like, hey, can anybody actually see me here? Even if your Ana was standing in the correct spot, like this is you two versus the whole team. You should not be playing this far up. You should just go back to point. Yeah, you are feeding right now. You are big feeding. Wow. Yeah, there's no reason to have been this far up, right? You could just start top, did a couple fire strikes, and then gone back to point. That's actually bonkers. So, you missed the charge. I think this is a good charge initially. You should lean to the left. Why? Because the Rhine's definitely going to back up this way, right? The Rhine's not going to back up this way. So all you do was steer coming in, steer to the left no matter what. If they go to the right, fine. They're going to die anyway. Going to the right here is bad because not only do you miss, you also bump them backwards. Your team's able to capitalize. Right, great. How do you end up out here? What is happening? Wow, okay. Your team's doing some crazy things. You need to charge back right away. That was your only... Oh. This can't possibly be the play. Okay, let's step back for a second. Okay, you just saw two of your teammates die, right? The Soldier and the Mercy are dead. Your only chance is to charge back to the point, regroup as 5, and come in. Probably you have to give them the point, regroup as 5, and try for a retake. Instead, you decide, I'm going to stay here, and I'm going to charge in to 5 people. Again, even if you get this pin on this Rhine, or even a DPS, and you get a kill, you're going to die instantly. I think we can all agree you die instantly after that. And then it's 4 on 2 to take the point. They have no chance without a tank. Like, this feels like the craziest of possible plans that you had. I cannot believe you are not dying right now. You should shatter right away. Somehow, this is working out. I do not think this should have worked by any means. You should have shattered right now to get the Ana, and then Fire Strike her and killed her. You're still holding Fire Strike. Still holding Fire Strike. Fire Strike now, even though... Oh, man, you're about to die. Okay, I mean... Lucky. Very lucky. So if that Ana had hit the dart, you would be dead because you dropped all the way down to 65. Yeah, I don't agree with any of the things that are happening right now. Yeah, you can't stop that res. All right, lower shield. Again, start using Fire Strikes when you come around the corner. Like right now, activate Fire Strike. Don't go around the corner and then do it. Because you see how exposed you are right now? And you take a swing on the Rhine, you don't block the shatter. You should cancel, yeah. Go back to the corner right away, start putting pressure on the corner. See, now you're ahead in swings, this is good. So, I think that was overall, I think it was working out reasonably well. So, you get ahead on the swings on the Rhine, you can tell the Rhine's not being healed, you start swinging here. And this is good. I think what you shouldn't have done, you shouldn't have gone behind the shield. And you should have played in front of the shield. That way you can see the Ana out of your periphery and swing, swing, swing. And when you see the Ana go for sleep or / hear it, then you shield. And if you do that, I think you win this fight and carry it. But because you walk behind the shield, you couldn't see the Ana, and then you get pinned and killed. Wait, do you not die here? What the heck? You get out with 10 health? Oh my god. Your team's actually insane. You're gonna full hold first point, aren't you? You do not deserve to. Okay, so once again, I do not think statue is a good place to fight. I think you just play point. Right? Here is fine. I accept here. This is also good, right? Mega room is fine. So go for a kidnap on the Rhine. I do not agree with this plan because I just don't think it's consistent. Okay? Because the Ana should have slept you when you went for the kidnap. It's a very easy sleep. Right now? Why does she not have sleep? What is this Ana doing with her sleeps? What the heck? Oh man, God, that sleep was awful. Okay, I don't know if you knew that sleep. This goes into the category of like, I don't know if you knew that sleep was on cooldown or not. If you did, this is an okay play. I still do not recommend this. I don't think it's consistent. I think usually you just get blown up and killed, right? Even without sleep. But if you did know it, if you did know that, then it's a terrible play, and you are just an absolute madman who is going to have that work out worse, typically. Unfortunate. I would have realized again instinctually that you had to go slightly to the right to not clip the wall, but I cannot believe you're still alive. So we'll take it. So in the grand scheme of things, you. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is an okay play. Obviously, you still get 2, and like it works out well. I'm trying to figure out if this actually made sense to do, and I'm on the fence about it, but I'll let it go. I'm not convinced that it was a bad play, but I'm not convinced it was a good play either, or good decision, rather. Don't let your shield eat the spam around the corner when no one is using it. Okay, so right here, at 1140, no one's using this shield. You let the first fire strike hit it, okay, and then you end up losing 300 health because other people shoot it randomly and spam. All right, good fire strike. So they're pushing it pretty hard, so I would expect they have ult advantage here. So you just want to give them space and give time for your team to pick them apart. Fighting an early fight is bad because they're going to use their ultis and walk over you. When they have ult advantage, you want to give them space or try to go for an early pick. So as soon as that shard goes in, I would think this is going to be a shatter. I haven't seen him shatter yet. He goes in, I would immediately hold shield. You have not blocked or even attempted to block a single shatter all game. That's a lucky vacuum. Yeah, I think it's the right call to just chill right now. Again, you don't need to force, you don't need to rush this fight. Just holding shield itself will win you a fight. Just literally hold shield here, you can win. Okay, we'll take it. I would have waited a second to get the mini health back. Big on ball. Okay, this rest of this fight doesn't matter. Okay, so what would I say here? Number one, I mean, there's like a lot of like tanking 101 basics here that I feel like are missing. You're like pushing without your team. You're not keeping track of the kill feed. Like you don't know when you're up or when you're down. I would say especially when you're down. I think when you're up, I think you kind of feel it because you're kind of like pretty aggressive in general. But when you're down, you don't seem to realize that. Your shatters are typically pretty bad, despite the fact that sometimes you even get 2 kills out of it. You're not shattering at the right times, and in very sketchy scenarios that I think that's often that the shatters will not do anything. So I think you have a bad habit for when you decide to shatter. I think number 3 is you're not good at the Rein versus Rein matchup. Okay, you're not doing a good job making sure that you do fire strike cancels. You're not doing a good job making sure you get ahead on swings. Sometimes you hold shield unnecessarily. So like the Rein versus Rein matchup specifically is bad. Number 4, you kind of abandon your team at times and you're kind of like slow to react. For example, remember when the Mercy died in front of you, getting shot down. When the Rein drops into low ground and goes after your Ana while you're still climbing up to the side. That doesn't make any sense to me that you would be making those plays. So overall, I mean, I'll watch back over the replays if I get anything else, but I think there's a lot here that you can still clean up, especially in low Masters. Again, very surprising to see you out there. This did not feel like Masters level game to me. Diamond, yes. Masters, no, unfortunately. Okay, hopefully it's helpful.